So today we are doing a Slaunch product review. We're going to go over things that we like about the product. A couple of things we're going to do is we're going to go over the price, key feature, pros and cons of the product itself. Are there any deal breakers? And then at the end I'll wrap up with my conclusion and my thoughts on the product, as well as making a recommendation on whether or not I would buy or recommend to a friend. So, alright, so these are the Danner 8-inch True Timber Kanati hunting boots, hiking boots, walking boots, whatever you need them to be. I love these boots. Let's go over it. So I bought these, I bought them back in August at Bass Pro, and luckily I ran into a sale. They had them for $99, and normally they're around $130, $140, upwards of $160, depending on where you look. And currently it's February of 2021, so the price as of right now I think at Bass Pro is $140, $130, $140. So I bought them at that price. I would buy them again at a higher price to let you know how much I like these boots. A key feature I want to talk about is the waterproof. First off, the waterproofing is, when it says waterproof, it is actually waterproof. I walk through creeks, I walk through puddles, I walk through mud, and it was standing water, and they don't leak. They hold up. Like I would stand in water for multiple seconds and they don't have a problem. Here's a close-up of the boot. Pros and cons. Pros: lightweight, no insulation. They are thick enough and sturdy enough to where I can put a pretty good size sock on during the winter. And in Georgia, the southeast, it probably does, during deer season doesn't normally get past maybe 32 degrees, and during most of deer season. Now when you get into late December, January, end of deer season hunting, you might want to maybe consider a thicker boot, or toasty toes, the pads that stick to your toes on your socks. Those are a good way to get around buying an insulated boot. Personally, I don't have a problem with cold feet. Someone like Matt here is going to probably have to buy 2 pairs of boots because he has very, very frail feet. So we won't go into detail on that today. Put that away, sir. That is inappropriate. Okay, that was a middle finger, just to clarify. So another pro: lightweight, very comfortable, out of the box. We were at Bass Pro last night. Matt was looking at buying a shoe. We picked these up and they were just as flexible, wouldn't you say, out of the box, as they are right now. So that's another pro. Very lightweight, like I said. The only con would be the lack of camo on the boot. I personally don't mind that. I like a little bit of camo with a little bit of leather and structure. Kind of keeps the wear down. Camo patterns tend to wear a little bit when they're on the toe. But I mean, personally, that's not a con for me, but it could be for others. Another con is I hate lace-up boots, but that's just any lace-up boot, not this boot in general. Would I recommend it to a friend or a family member or someone I don't know, someone I don't like? I would not tell someone I don't like about this boot because I don't want them buying it and liking it too. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so even my worst enemy, no, I wouldn't even tell them about it because this boot is that awesome, okay? And I just disappear into the fog, and Matt vaping over there. All right, so I gotta stand back because this camera zooms in. So let's see. Would I recommend? Yes, I would recommend to anybody other than anyone who hunts up north. If you're gonna hunt constantly below 40 degrees and your feet have problems being, warm or cold, just get the insulated version. It's still a great boot. It's gonna have less flexibility with more insulation. That's just common sense and common knowledge. There are no deal breakers to me. Price, I think they're worth the money. You're not going to want to cheap out on boots. Cheaping out on boots means your feet are going to bother you. Your feet are going to sweat more than they normally would if you get a hot or bad boot. If you're going to buy a boot for hunting, for turkey hunting, for walking, for hiking, all around use in the woods, don't skimp. Get a boot that's a little more expensive. It's going to last. That's just my recommendation as a Slaunch team member, okay?
Not more expensive, better quality.
You get what you pay for.
Yes.
That's typically the rule of thumb. What I like to do, this is an insider tip, it's probably never heard of before. Go on Bass Pro, type in the boot, look at a review. Go to Amazon, type in the boot, look up a review. It's not It's not an unknown thing. I just made that up. I just wanted to seem smart and cool, but look it up on a review before you buy a boot. Watch our reviews. They're on our channel. Subscribe. Like this video. If you hate it, comment and tell me. I won't care.
Tell him he's
But I'll love you for it. Anyways, Danner, 8-inch, true timber, Kanati. Thanks for watching. We're going home.